So as the season comes to an end and the Atlanta Hawks have been finally eliminated from playoff contention, a lot of people are looking forward to 2024 and identifying which free agents do they think the Atlanta Hawks should select. And in this video, I'm going to give you 4 individuals that I think will not only help the Atlanta Hawks roster, but these are 4 individuals that I think the Atlanta Hawks should target going forward. Now, I'm going to give you 2 guys that are big name guys that a lot of people think a lot of teams are going to be interested in. And then I'm going to give you 2 guys that are sleeper guys that I think will immediately improve the Atlanta Hawks roster as of right now. Now, the 2 big guys that a lot of people are saying will fit on a lot of teams is obviously Klay Thompson and DeMar Rosen. And I think both of those individuals will help with the current roster of the Atlanta Hawks. Now, a lot of people are saying Atlanta has a big decision. They're either going to trade Trae Young or DeJounte Murray. And I think if they trade one of those guys, bringing in one of these veteran presence like DeMar Rosen or Klay Thompson will automatically make you a better team in a way, but also give you some veteran depth that you truly need. Now, if I had to choose between the 2, I think DeMar Rosen would probably be my choice. I think that he consistently has been giving you production night in and night out, unlike Klay, who's kind of been struggling as of recent. And so I think, obviously, if the Atlanta Hawks could get DeMar Rosen, I think that should be their #1 option on their list. Now, chances are they're probably not going to be able to get him because Chicago's going to keep him, and he's probably going to be pretty expensive. So don't know if the Atlanta Hawks are willing to pay that. But in regards to Klay Thompson, this one's kind of a toss-up because even though he's a phenomenal player, he hasn't been playing good as of late. So I don't know if and how many teams would truly be interested in him. Obviously, I think he's going to be paid a lot, but I don't know if he's going to demand max money like a lot of people are saying. And so because of that, I put him as a potential maybe for the Atlanta Hawks. I think if they can get in and swoop him in, maybe not offer him fully max, but offer him a good amount of money, he could be a good fit for the Atlanta Hawks. He could fit in with the current roster, and I would say that he's probably one of those point guards that are going to be traded. So just imagine a roster where you have Trae Young or DeJounte Murray, Klay Thompson, and then DeAndre Hunter. I mean, that's honestly a pretty good lineup going forward. And I think if given an opportunity, the Atlanta Hawks may be looking to Klay Thompson, maybe signing him going forward. Now, my 2 underrated trades, free agent acquisitions that a lot of people aren't talking about is #1, Tyus Jones out of Washington. A lot of people have kind of forgotten about him. He goes to a place like Washington where a lot of players just end up disappearing. But with Tyus Jones, he adds some veteran depth at the point guard position that the Atlanta Hawks truly missed this year. They played a lot of lineups with Trae and DeJounte on the floor. They were able to stagger them a little bit, but there were times and points in the game where they needed to both come out and there wasn't really a point guard to run the show. And because of that, I think Tyus Jones is a veteran point guard who has production, who we can get for a pretty decent price, 10 to 15 mil, maybe a year. And so I think Tyus Jones is an underrated free agent acquisition that can immediately make this team better because not only will he bring you ball handling and point guard skills, but he can shoot, he can make plays, and that's something you need at all points of time during the game. The last person, like I said, he's low-key unrestricted free agent, is Jae Crowder. Now, the Atlanta Hawks have been linked to Jae Crowder for a long time now. A lot of people are saying they should have traded him with John Collins, or they were interested in trading him for John Collins. Whatever it is, Jae Crowder is an unrestricted free agent. And I think this is finally the opportunity for Atlanta to get him at a fair price, to get him on the roster to provide that 3-and-D that every team in the NBA wants and needs. So I think Jae Crowder is a good option as well. But with those 4 guys, I think if we are able to pick up one of those, I think that would be a phenomenal acquisition for the Atlanta Hawks, especially as they go into this quote-unquote rebuild transformation of the roster. You bring in veteran presence, that guys that can play big wings. That's what we need, and that's what we seem to be missing from time after time. You bring in some big wings, and then you bring in some additional point guard help, and there you go. That's a recipe for success. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. If you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.